What impact do leadership, team dynamics, and cultural dynamics have on well-being? Let's start with you, Chief Richardson, because you're at the top of the screen. Oh, you're on mute.
You're muted.
Sorry about that. I think the impact is huge. The cultural dynamics and leadership are the foundation of teams and organizations, whether it's a fire service or elsewhere. We as leaders need to make firefighter well-being a priority. And we do this by developing up and coming leaders in our organizations to understand the importance of knowing their people. And when I say knowing your people, I mean, as Selena said, knowing them well enough to know when things are going well, but more importantly, knowing them well enough to know when things are not going well. Often in the fire service, we get out of sync. Earlier, we talked about the calls, the family life. You think about all the balancing that we have to do in the fire service, and it's very easy to get out of balance doing that. The best thing we can do is help our members realize that everyone goes through that. Anybody that's been in the fire service for any measurable amount of time knows that wane of motivation and dealing with problems and those types of things. So what we need to do as leaders is normalize that and let people know that it's okay. We can work through that together if that's something they choose. But most importantly, as leaders, we can simply show up for them and we can listen. The best thing we can do is take the time to let them talk and listen and look at the nonverbal cues and see where they're at. We have plenty of programs that are helpful in this, and I'll talk about that in our other question that I have, but really being able to listen and understand our people drives that leadership, and that's really how that culture moves forward.
Yeah, and I couldn't agree with you more, and I would add only that a lot of the fire service is built on like a credibility factor, right? So if we're going to want to take care of our people, and whatever it is, whether it's behavioral health, physical fitness, medical evaluations, whatever that is, credibility is key. And a big part of that is walking the talk, right? So whether you're a fire chief or the rookie firefighter doesn't make a difference to me. We should all be leading by that same example. So if I'm sitting behind my desk and ordering work out or get their medical evaluations or whatever it is, and I'm not participating in that myself, and I'm not advocating for that myself, then I think the message gets lost. And the other part to that leadership equation is that we have to remember that the color of our helmets and this stuff here on our collars really, it's cliche to a point in fire service, but that doesn't really make you a leader. What makes you a leader is your example. And we have examples of good leadership all throughout the ranks in our fire service. And I would actually submit that our company officer level folks and senior people on the floor are some of the most important and effective or ineffective, depending on their attitude, leaders that the fire service has. So you do not have to wait till you are of a certain rank or stature in the fire service to be that leader. You just have to start doing it and show that example to everybody else and advocate for what's best for us, as we've all discussed already, that our most important asset here is our people, not the things that we buy and the trucks that we ride on. So leadership to me comes from all levels, and it starts with walking the talk.